Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Bernie here. So the number one feature that I love the most is the amazing autofocus. You know, I have been saying over and over again that it just works. My first ever camera that doesn't skip a beat when it comes to the autofocusing feature. You know, I just turn this one on and press record and I'm all set. I trust it so much that I don't have to worry about if I'm in focus or not, since it will take care of it for me. Focus hunting for me is no longer an issue. Alright, so next is the amazing 422 10-bit video quality from the 6K sensor, as well as S-Log3. You know, I'm now a big fan of S-Log3 on the FX30 and always use it when filming my talking head videos like this one and short documentaries. The other feature that I love about the FX30 when filming in S-Log3 is the ability to view the LCD screen as if it's the final video output, since you can load LUTs and use them for previewing purposes. You can also install LUTs and embed them in your footage if you wish. So seeing colored images on the LCD is a welcome addition for me. You know, I love that it's so easy to color grade using my favorite Phantom LUTs. You know, the other good thing about using LUTs is to save time. So I use LUTs to my advantage. It's also one of my favorites. Alright, so the other thing that I love the most about the FX30, and I will say it again, is the overall body design. I love how this one looks from the color of the body. This one is kind of like a metallic gray, which I love. Not your typical black color, although this one has some black accents in the back. But overall, this gray one is so is so nice to look at and really nice to hold. So Sony did the right thing for the body design of the FX30, which is amazing in my opinion. And the other good thing about this is that it's not heavy at all. I would say it's the right weight. So it's basically a win for me when it comes to the overall body design and the way it looks. You know, the other feature that I'm a big fan of is Cine EI, where you can use dual native ISOs of 800 and 2500 and still get clean images. There's no looking back for me to utilize the regular ISOs, since the dual native ISOs work best for my filming needs. You know, once you set it to any of the two, you're all set. You just have to remember to change the EI value for you not to be confused. It's a bit of a learning curve, but once you get used to doing it, it's just second nature. Lastly, the APS-C sensor is huge for me as well. You know, I came from a Micro Four Thirds system and the crop factor is important to me since I get more reach out of the lens. And the lens used for APS-C is within my budget, which is the Sigma 18 to 50mm f2.8, which is amazing as well. You know, you will hear me say amazing lots of times since it's the case. And when I say within my budget, I would say it's affordable enough versus when buying full-frame lenses. You know, there are also other features that I love, such as the tally lamps, really great recording indicators you won't miss if you are recording. And the ability to still use SD cards, which I love, since not everyone can afford the CF Express Type A card. You know, I think that it's still on the expensive side up to this day. All the video clips I filmed on the FX30 were from the Lexar Professional 256GB SD card. It's here like this one. And the video quality is already phenomenal. The FX30 is not perfect, and I would love to see some features that will help me tremendously. And one of those is the better implementation of the custom buttons, like from the Lumix cameras. You know, I would love to see a dedicated custom dial and not just a button that you have to do a bunch of steps just to get to the other saved settings. Like this one, you have to press mode and then press 1 again to M1, M2, or M3 if I'm not mistaken. But if you have the custom dial built in here, it could either be on the left side or right side. I don't mind at all. As long as I can turn it, it's gonna be very helpful for my workflow. Alright, next is the addition of ND filters in the camera. Maybe this one is too much of an ask. I don't know. I would love to have those NDs built into the camera. Also, low light is decent and not the best with the FX30. But you know what? Take a look at my example right now. This was taken in Niagara at night. And in these shots right now, they're clean and usable. You know, you can go as high as 10,000 EI value and still get clean nighttime shots. The FX30, I would say, performed well in these conditions. But you know what? I would love to see a higher native ISO, better than the 2500 if ever there will be a successor to the FX30 for it to be a better in low light camera. Native ISO which is higher than 2500 is going to be a welcome addition for me if that is going to be applied or added to the next iteration of the FX30, which is going to be amazing. So, is it still the camera to get in 2024? I believe yes. It's the camera because of its amazing features. You know, almost every feature you need is already included on the FX30. And when you compare it to the Sony a6700, for a $400 difference, I will stretch my budget and still buy the FX30. Why? Because this one has more features. You know, the body design alone is really nice. I would still get the FX30 even though it doesn't have the AI-powered autofocus enhancements of the a6700. It still has an amazing autofocus nonetheless. You know, that's the one feature that the Sony FX30 is great for. And you can also attach a lot of accessories to the FX30 too, huh? Without needing a cage. This one has 6 1/4-inch threads. And wow, finally, huh? And it gets me so excited. Sony announced that it will add the shutter angle feature in the next update. I can't wait for that to happen. The bad news is that the update won't be happening anytime soon and is projected to be released in September of this year. You know, huh? If budget isn't an issue for me right now, I'd buy another one in a heartbeat to add to my arsenal. Anyway, the Sony FX30 is already a very capable camera for what it is. You know, I'm very, very happy with mine. It's a no-brainer choice for me. And I'm sure that it will get the job done in 2024 and beyond. Alright, so how about you? What is that feature or features that you would like to see in the next iteration of the FX30? Let me know in the comment section below and let's discuss. Alright, so that's about it for this video and I hope you find it helpful. This is Bernie. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.